Yes guys, right, so time for a fucking live demo, no messing about. As you can see, got all my shit around me, got GT, got my drill, got my template kit. So, we've got to the door and it's bolt side, right? So these are locksmiths' worst nightmares because when they go wrong, they go fucking wrong. So you do have to take your time bolt side. That is the best bit of advice I can give. If you go ploughing through the lock, even if you get to the levers, you're not going to be able to withdraw the bolt because you've slagged into the lock basically. And then you are in God's land because even if you try and turn the curtain, what you can actually end up doing is breaking the curtain, it'll just spin. So just listen to Uncle Sefri, take your time. So first thing we're going to do is obviously I've ID'd the lock and I know obviously it's a leggy, right? Very, very easy ID. So we're going to go to our 5.5 gauge template kit. Offer up our curtain stopper. So what these are designed to do is obviously this is recessed into the door now. So this is designed to fit into the keyway and basically give you a fucking guide of where you are. You can pretty much see it's staying where it is. So the old template kits, you were meant to offer them up by eye like so, alright, which was just a bad way of doing things because 2mm one way, 3mm another way, you're fucked, alright? So this way is pretty much bulletproof. Obviously you do have to have a little bit of common sense. So again, we're going to push that through and as you can see that literally stops onto the template again. It's more or less holding it in position even though it's just a little bit off angle there, but we're going to do that by eye. Now the way I prefer to do this is once you're happy, okay, so I'm going to go drill point A1 bolt side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my little probe into the middle of the hole and just make myself a little fucking mark and make sure I'm happy with that mark. Right, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. There we are, just give it a little stabsy, right? Yeah, I'm pretty much happy with that. So now we can take that out. As you can see, I've drilled this door a few times, so yes, I've been fucking testing this prototype out for fun. Now, the next thing I want you to do, and Sefri's rule number 2, is just try and keep the drill straight. Just try and keep it straight, because if you go up at a slight angle, it just makes life a little bit harder once you penetrate into the lock. So because we've got a wood bit there, okay, with a point on it, all we're going to do is actually stab it into that hole and press in, as you can see. Now I'm just going to try and keep the drill as steady as I can do and start going into the lock. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to take it out now. That's so. Now you can see I've got the smart bud turned on. We're not going to worry about that just yet. So going to clear it out just a little touch. Now obviously because of the point of the wood bit, it's not going to allow you to go through the wood all the way, so I'm just going to have a little inspection now with the thingy and you can actually see there that's what this is good for, right? So you've got the torch there, you can actually see I'm on it there, right? And I'm banging the centre of the hole where I want to be. So I'm happy with that now. Now realistically I suppose because you've got your hole, you could use a centre punch, which would probably be preferential, but we're here for time. So what I'm going to do is load up with a 6mm high plate bit, which obviously comes with the kit, and then what we're going to do is finish off with a brand new end cut milling bit, and you're going to see why these are important, right guys? They are important to have. So get ourselves into the lock again. There we go. Firm pressure, and now we're just gonna you can actually already hear the change on that, so I'm gonna take it out. Gonna have a little inspection. I've actually penetrated, yeah. I mean, look at that, guys, yeah? We're already halfway through there, I'd say. So these hard plates must be made of shit. In all honesty, I've never had to drill a leggy, so we're gonna learn something new every fucking day. We'll give that a little bit more. I can already tell I'm near the end of the hard plate, so you're not going to get giddy here. You're actually going to switch to the end cut milling bit. Alright. Obviously I'm going to have another little inspection. That's why these cameras are fucking, they're going to save your life, I'm telling you now. So, blow a bit of that slag out there. And oh yeah, you can already see I'm nearly through there because you can already see some innards behind it. Okay, there we go, there we go. So, end cut milling bit, what this does, it basically is designed to cut a perfectly flat disc. So I'm just going to go in now. Already sounds like I'm through there. Next thing I'm going to do is going to give it some GT, like so. Important, guys, once you've actually think you've penetrated into the back of the lock, what you're going to try and do is turn the curtain and make sure there's movement in the bolt. This is very important bolt side. Oh, look at that. We're through. So right now you don't know what you're looking at, but I'll tell you what it is. That is a perfectly clean drill hole. So, once we're happy with that, so now you're going to see why it's really important to have these key lifters, because especially with leggies with the H levers that move directly up and down, they're really hard, especially if you've got high lift ones, to snake. In fact, I'd say they're impossible to snake your way under. So we're going to lay our keys out, get them all sorted out, and I'm fucking missing keys, of course I am. So look, so we don't need 1 and 2. And the reason we don't need 1 and 2 is that we are bolt size, so we don't need 1 and 2. This is why you have 7 keys. So we have got, in fact, I think it's in key machine. Thank you very much, Joe. Yes, we're going to start off with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is really important bolt side, all right, guys? So, all we're going to do now is I'm going to put this in now, and hopefully that should be, yeah, perfect. So, I'm just going to put that there, and now you're going to see why I do it the way I do it. So I'm going to lift that up. Oh my God, guys, that is almost sexual, yes? Almost sexual. So that's the principle now. So we're at lever number 5 if it was left mounted, you understand the terrain of thought we're going through. So all we're going to do is lift that up, get our screwdriver in, and then work our way through the lock until we're happy we're at the back of the lock, all right, guys? So let me just raise you up a fraction, go through, and like I said, all you're going to do is just let it rest on slight forward pressure. So that's lever number, that's key number 3, sorry. Slight forward pressure, lift. You hear that? That's forward. Forward pressure. There, that sounds nice. Bolt side, remember, guys, bolt side. Oh, I think I might have already got underneath that because it was a low. Yeah, I can feel my screwdriver lifting. So we're happy we're underneath that. And last but not least, there you go. So now I know I'm underneath all them levers. Now what I'm going to try and do is turn the curtain, if I can do. Trying to do this with all you guys watching. Just going to lift up and just going to try and turn the curtain. 1 second. Make sure I'm underneath all the levers. I don't know if I am. Of course the curtain's broken on me. Yeah, that's what you get for using old locks. Right, 1 second. I might have to go to my trusty screwdriver in a second. Oh, got it. There we go, guys. A little bit of fanning about, but as you can see, if you go down there, bolt open. There we go. So, just proof. There we go. Leggy opened. I don't know how long that fucking video took, but there we go. Absolutely fucking perfect, guys. And as long as you follow the principle, trusting Uncle Seth that I know where the stump is, you're getting it open.